Hello out there, we're on the air. It's hockey night tonight, live here at Rockland Ice Arena for another Abington Cam production. The Abington Green Wave playing host to the Silver Lake Lakers. Here live from Rockland Arena, Benny Rabbi here with you alongside Kevin Tachi on video. Welcome, welcome. Another Abington home game, and this one should be a barn burner. We had a chance to speak with head coach Brian Woodford just before the start of this one, and with just about 1 minute to go here in warm-ups, well, he's expecting a tight contest. The Silver Lake Lakers coming into this one tonight 0-8-0, but not indicative of their play. They've been stacked against some pretty top-tier talent, and as mighty as they have tried, unfortunately, coming up against some powerhouses, they have yet to be successful in the win column. On the other side, the Abington Green Wave 4-1-2, 35 goals for and 20 against. That is a pretty good average here for the hometown Green Wave. Of course, sporting their home unis, all white with that dark forest Abington green, as we like to call it, and the trim around their jerseys. Meanwhile, Silver Lake, the Lakers coming in their road uniforms, all red with the white trim and the black lettering on their jerseys, led on the bench by head coach Dan Scott. And we are expecting a real barn burner here tonight, folks. Thank you again for joining us on the Abington Cam Network. You can catch this game on get the confirmation from the website for just a second, but it's abingtoncam.tv.
That is correct.
That is the voice of Kevin Tachi here alongside. Thank you for joining us here for some evening hockey as these teams are getting set to do battle here. Nice unity, the sticks up for the boys. There it is, just a beautiful sign of teamwork all together. Number 30, Spencer Merrick, the sophomore, going to get the start in net for the Green Wave. And the coach has got a lot of confidence in Merrick. Dow had a heck of a couple of last games, and he's got the night off for his efforts. Wonderfully done. We are going to turn it over now to the in-house PA, Mr. Peter Tolan on the mic, as we get this game underway. Referees just collecting pucks, checking stanchions, and making sure everything is as ship-shape as a ship should be. National anthem complete. The boys are all pumped up, ready for some hockey action here live on the Abington Cam Network. We want to thank you again for joining us here this evening for a wonderful contest that is surely to be one for the ages as the season continues on. Again in net, Spencer Merrick for the Green Wave. He'll face Peter Bond, number 1, the junior. Pitter patter, get at her, and these boys are off to the races. First play will come in right behind Merrick's net. He'll watch it from right to left. Silver Lake out there, number 19, that's Jason Bunar, the senior. Heavily into the boards, right out front, in on net, banging away, almost falling on Merrick. A quick whistle at 14:41. Referee is not going to have any funny business in this one. Rightfully so. Face-off will be to the right of Merrick. Cleanly won by the Green Wave, and off to the races is John Polito, senior captain for this Green Wave team. In tight, barreling through is Bunar. Knocks down the man out front. Michael Pino, the junior, out there battling down low, far side, keeping it alive. Lots of heavy hitting here. Silver Lake throwing their body around early. Jake Generazzo, the senior. And that one will end up in on net. We'll have our first stoppage of play. Face-off will be to the right of Peter Bond. One cleanly by Abington. Can't get a stick on it, though. Coming away with it is J.D. Henley, the junior. He'll go cross ice, D to D. Back to Henley. And now stepping over the line in support, Aiden Dunphy with him. Trying to get it over the Abington blue line. They'll just battle it in. Kyle Pino back to retrieve. In his face is Henley. They'll do battle. Coming away with it, though. Behind the net, watch it. Merrick to his left. Battling for it right below the goal line. Out front, Silver Lake with a golden opportunity. Another shot and a save made by Merrick. He'll clamp down on it. One shot apiece so far for these two clubs, as they're just going to trade shots back and forth. 13:36 to go here in the first period. I want to thank the boosters of the Abington Green Wave and all the support that they've given throughout this amazing season. Off the face-off, Abington will have it. Away with it to the races, Michael Pino. Out front, still battling. In on the goaltender, can't come away with it though. Pino out there again, long drive from the point off Mark Cashman. Silver Lake will take it. Right over the 50-yard line they come. And to the left of Merrick. Battling forward is Cashman, the senior. He's got a couple of Lakers on him. He'll drop it back for Zach Buchagras, the freshman. Handled cleanly by Michael Pino. Long drive, that one off the pad, a nice shot. And that one skitters all the way back to center ice. Handled cleanly by Mark Cashman. He'll drift back to the D-line. Wheel below the goal line all the way. Dave MacArthur, assistant senior captain. Getting a stick on that is Buchagras as the Lakers try to make transition. Ben Cronin, the senior, will handle it for just a moment. Can't handle it cleanly though, and right back the other way comes MacArthur. Long drive goes wide as you hear it off the boards behind the net. Peter Bond will watch that one over the blue line. Lakers turning, and here comes the captain, Jack Oliver, the senior, out front. Stick check waiting for it, though, and no danger as Cameron Savici, the senior, for the Lakers, almost having his pocket picked. Evan St. Martin, the freshman. At the blue line, they do battle. Abington will take it back with a quick regroup, D to D. In deep on the forecheck is Jason Bunar. Up over center ice. Here comes Evan St. Martin. Right side, he's got Buckley with him. St. Martin below the line, throws his body around in the feet of the Lakers. 11:39 to go here as they'll pass it up. Nice one-touch pass, Lakers. Over the line, here they come on the attack. Sticked away with it though, and now off to the races. Here goes Connor Buckley. Over the line, it gets sticked away from him into the waiting hands of Aiden Dunphy. In his own defensive end, trying to make something happen. Here's Will Cronin. He'll pitch it forward. Jack Oliver waiting for it, staying on side. Number 18, Nate LaPlante Johnson, the senior. below the goal line. Merrick will watch it from right to left. Clapper into a body out front. It was all Polito blocking that one. He's hurt. Like a trooper, though, stays out there, stays in the play, takes a hit. No call on that. He'll bounce right back up. Back for it, Kyle Pignot, the junior. D to D, stretching it across, looking for Michael Pignot. He will connect. Dumped offside, Dave MacArthur. No call on that one. A little slew foot right back, and he is hurt. Aiden Dunphy. And a little bit of back and forth here between these two teams. Dunphy, a little slow to get up. He is definitely hurt. That left leg. And of course now a penalty. Can't ignore that one. He coming right to the bench, holding that left knee. Dave MacArthur, senior assistant captain, going to have himself a sit for that one. And at 10:33, we'll have our first power play opportunity for Silver Lake. And referees are just going to get together for a moment and conversate about that one. Not the kind of sportsmanship you are used to seeing from either of these two teams, but obviously emotions running very high in this game as the season comes to its close before tournament time. And without a state tournament, man, like I said, those emotions are running high.
They are indeed.
And it looks like Aiden Dunphy is going to be on the bench. We'll see if he pops back out on that one. It's going to be a 5-minute major. And it looks like MacArthur is actually going to be ejected from the game. That is exactly what is happening. That's going to do it for the night. For number 15.
So this is where Abington needs to regroup, pull the forces together, and play one man short for the rest of the game.
And that is a noticeable difference there. Aiden Dunphy may return. MacArthur done for the night. 5-minute major. Very unfortunate early in this one, but so goes the game, and away they are. And that is an unsportsmanlike conduct, 5-minute major penalty, and he is out. 10:15 to go in this one as the puck skitters up into the netting, and that will be a stoppage in play. A 5-minute major. MacArthur. Well, face off to the left of Spencer Merrick. Let's see how Abington can respond to this kind of adversity. Silver Lake with a pop in their step. And working it now in Abington territory. Top of the circle, I should say, back and forth. Jake Generazzo flings it forward off the pad. Nice save made by Merrick. Second shot of the game for the Lakers. Now wheeling it is Will Cronin. Sends it to the bottom of the circle. Cross ice, another save made. One more comes up with it. And down below the goal line. Trying to find an option. Abington all over it, not letting him out. He'll work his way to the hash mark, near side circle. Floating, letting it back for Cronin. Cronin, A-frames, turning, trying to find some support. Sending it right back in is Sam Dilly. Sticked up high, Michael Pignot. Not playing around, they want this goal. 3:29 to go in the penalty. Merrick will watch it from left to right. Can't get a clean shot away. Silver Lake will just have to try again at the hash marks. Floats back to the top of the circle. Lets it fly through a bunch of bodies. Finds its way all the way through. Generazzo now looking wide. Can't connect cleanly with Nate Johnson. Back down to Generazzo. And sticked out and off to the races, Michael Pignot. If he can hurry, he's got Generazzo bearing down on him. He scores! Michael Pignot on the shorthand. Breaks free, and that's all he needed was just a little bit of space at 8:26. A shorthanded goal, and only on the third shot of the game for the Green Wave. We have not seen Aiden Dunphy return to the ice quite yet. Unassisted, Michael Pignot will put Abington on the board. Silver Lake now. Oh, there is Dunphy back on the board. There he is, good to see. Playing through whatever discomfort he had, but Aiden Dunphy has returned to the game. Silver Lake coming out of their own territory. Mark Kelleher, the junior, works it in. Kelleher back to Savici. Off the pad, and you heard it loud and clear. 2:15 to go in the major penalty. Abington has already struck back shorthanded. Green Wave have been on an absolute tear as of late. Even the COVID break couldn't stop the momentum, and they are just rolling. Kyle Pignot now. He'll fire it all the way down the river, and that will go. 7:39 left in the first period. In deep is Michael. That one batted around below the goal line. Silver Lake will handle it out of their own territory. John Polito will watch that one fly. Savici works it in. Drops it back to Dunphy. Dunphy tries to get the pass through, but he's off of Polito's stick, and he'll have to regroup. Off the boards and handled cleanly by Savici. He's got Polito hot on his tail, though. He gets it over to his defensive partner, has his pocket picked at center ice, but still maintaining possession. Walking in is Henley, lets it fly wide. Merrick will watch that to his right. Dunphy now can't handle it out of his own feet. All the way back to the defensive side on the left. Clapper off a pad. That's another shot registered. 5 for the Lakers. Kelleher, left D. Spins on the brakes, sends it D to D. Floats down low at the hash box, lets it fly. That one goes wide off of a stick. Abington trying to get transition. Now coming the other way is Michael Pignot. The lone goal already. Slams on the brakes. Some fancy footwork there. Dances around all 5 Lakers, but can't get around the 6th. And now putting on the races with 30 seconds left in the major penalty. Trying to make something happen. Dunphy holds the line, sends it cross ice. Handled cleanly. Off of a shin pad out front. That was off of Connor Buckley, the senior. They are forced to retreat all the way back to just outside of their blue line. Dunphy now receives the pass. Over the blue line they go. Looking to connect. He does. Top of the circle. Lets it fly. Dunphy with an opportunity. What a glove save! Dunphy thought he had a wide open net, but Spencer Merrick says no. 6th shot on net here for the away team. Only 3 for the Green Wave, but they buried one of them. 4 seconds left in the penalty, 5:37 to go in the first. Off the face-off to the right of Merrick, handled nicely. And that'll do it. Back to full strength. Calais Pignot was serving the penalty for the Green Wave. She hops back on the bench. All the way back out, dangerously handled by Will Cronin, but no harm, no foul there. Lakers went 0 for 1 on the extended power play opportunity. Jake Quinn, the sophomore, will one-tap it up. Jack Oliver now for the Lakers. Takes it back. Generazzo. He's got Oliver with him. Generazzo out front, nicely handled and broken up by the Green Wave. Slamming on the brakes and doing a little juke and jive is John Polito. That's right, that's Michael Pignot, number 9 out there. Lakers back in their own territory, stretch pass out, center ice, and that one hammered in by Generazzo. Handled by Merrick behind the net. Little stick interaction there at the last second. Oliver. That one fired wide. Handled nicely. Evan St. Martin out there. Dancing through the center ice slot. Jason Bernard. Nate Johnson out there in support, drifting back center slot. Abington, though, wants transition the other way. Can't get it cleanly. Was trying to connect with Evan St. Martin. And cross ice D to D. Nice shoulder check laid down. Evan St. Martin taps it forward. Polito with him. Off the sideboards wide. And still trying to work away is Gavin Sampson, the junior for Silver Lake. Lots of heavy hits here, lots of bodies banging. Aiden Dunphy looks no worse the wear on that left leg. Little skate came up high, 330 down below the line now behind Merrick. He'll watch it from his left. And these teams just trading back and forth. Delayed offside is waved off by the official. Jake Quinn. One touch. Forward to Polito. Lets it fly. That one wide on the clapper. Down low in the hash mark. Tries to get a backhand. That one up off the blocker. That will count as a shot. And back to retrieve now. Go the Green Wave. Forecheck heavily in on him though. There's JD Henley. Dunphy will hold it at the line. Fire it right back in, giving chase to Sampson. Ryan Tobin for Abington will give it the tap. First touch of the game for him. Over the line now. And into the opposing bench off the stick of Kevin Cashman. 1-0, 2:41. The lone goal came by Michael Pignot on the shorthand during the major penalty. That's got to be a good sight for Coach Woodford. Knows these boys that come into tonight's game amped up and ready to fly. And draw it center ice. And that'll go flying right by Cashman. That's Mark Cashman out there. Gives it up though, out front. Whoa, that one goes wide, a little headhunter. Drifting to the hash mark, can't handle it cleanly. Savici holds it in. Right side, trying to find a lane. Off the referee, that one comes. Savici lets it go, stick down out front. Merrick will clamp down on it, and a Laker goes flying over him Bobby Orr style, except with no goals to be shown. 2:09, 1-0 in the first here on the Abington Cam Network. Thank you for joining us here again tonight. If you're just joining us, Dave MacArthur, number 15, took a major penalty early in the first. As a result, was ejected from this one. On that major penalty, Pignot would make them pay on a shorthanded bid. And that is where we stand. Over the line, here comes Michael once again. Forward now for Polito. Polito lets it go. That one a rocket. And it wide off the glass. Handled nicely by Mark Cashman. Back into the hands of Buchagras. And the Lakers just kind of throwing their body weight around right now. Behind the play. And that one will come all the way out of the zone. And Evan St. Martin. Delayed penalty coming up here. And touch up. They're going to call it interference on the Lakers. Or is it going to be? Yes, it is. Jake Generazzo going to have himself a 2-minute sit. For the remainder of the first, barring another goal, we will have our first Abington power play. To the right of Peter Bond. Lakers will win it and send it all the way down the river nice and clean. In deep to get it, Kevin Sampson. Ryan Tobin, one touches it out. Off to the races, here comes Polito. Works it in wide, trying to stuff shot, short side. Ryan Tobin can't get a glove on it. And now here they come the other way. Here's Nate Johnson. Drifting below the line. Slams on the brakes. Has to deal with Mark Cashman. Breaks up that play. Holds it together now. Drifting. Glove save made by Merrick. Nicely handled shot. Silver Lake getting a lot of shots on net right now. Doing a pretty good job. 7 on the game so far. Face off to the right of Merrick. 50 seconds left. St. Martin, one touch off the boards to himself, working against Dunphy. Dunphy rides St. Martin into the boards, trying to come away with it. And off the far, they'll slide over the top of the circle. Nicely placed stick out front. That one squeaked by. And no harm, no foul there. Michael Pignot, top of the circle, drifts in a little bit closer. Connects down low, far side, too hot to handle though. Mark Cashman, at least holds it at the line. St. Martin, hash mark, lets it go right into the waiting hand of Peter Bond. 5th Abington shot here in this one early on. 11:15 to go, 41 in the power play. Face-off will be to the left of Bond. One handled by Polito and Abington. Tobin now, far side. Over to St. Martin, through his stick. And the Lakers able to send it up and clear. And that will do it for period 1 here in Rockland Rink. Abington finds themselves still up 1-0. With 30 seconds to go on a power play. We're going to step aside when we come back here on the Abington Cam Network. Second period action here live from Rockland Ice Arena. Do not touch that dial. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here at Rockland Ice Arena. These two teams getting set for second period action here as they file out of the stands and back onto the ice. Abington Green Wave will be skating from right to left across your screen for this second period. They'll have 30 seconds remaining in power play time. And so far, they are up 1-0. Joined now alongside Kevin Tachi. Kevin, what a game it's been thus far.
Yeah, I gotta say the defense has been, both defenses and both netminders have been the story so far. Seeing that Abington was able to kill off a 5-minute major and get a shorthanded goal has been the difference in this game so far.
It has absolutely been that, and you know, the Pignot family known for their hockey skills, hockey prowess, and it's amazing how many of them we got on one team this year.
Yeah, fantastic. And again, it's great to see that Abington, down without a man, was able to bounce back. Let's see what they do in the second period.
Absolutely. And Kevin, if you don't mind just reminding our listeners, where can they catch all things Abington Green Wave 24 happy hours a day, 7 days a week?
Thank you so much for giving us that prompt. If anybody wants to find out what we have as far as whether it's live streaming or anything we have on YouTube, or we're playing on any of our PEG Access channels, you go to our website, abingtoncam.tv, and check out for dates and times as to any games you may have missed throughout the season, whether it's basketball, soccer, or hockey.
There it is, abingtoncam.tv. Can't go wrong, will not go wrong. Referees have checked in, all things are good and clear. Pitter, patter, get at her, and wow, right off the gate, here comes Polito. A man on a mission, working with another 24 seconds. They set up so fast in the zone. Silver Lake just getting right back into this game here. And so far, the Green Wave drifting at the hash marks. That's Michael Pignot out there one more time, the lone goal scorer thus far this evening. Trying to get a centering pass through. Final 5 seconds of the power play. Merrick will have to handle that one with the paddle, and there it is. Out of the box comes Generazzo, back to full strength now. 5 Abington shots, 7 Silver Lake after the first period. Busting in over the line now, trying to make something happen. Here comes Jack Oliver, the senior. Short-lived, however, as Michael Pignot has other plans. That one rockets up high off the steel stanchions here at Rockland Rink. Just freshly repainted, that glowing red. Gotta love the look here of a freshly painted barn, no doubt about it. Green Wave called Rockland Rink home for a reason. Their hospitality, second to none. Just outside the attacking blue line for the Green Wave. That faceoff will end up in the hands of Generazzo. Not before having it stripped away is Connor Buckley. Fires it in deep and all the way around it'll go. Kevin Cashman out there in support. Same with Ryan Tobin. Way past Kyle Pignot. And we'll have a stoppage in play. Once again, if you're just joining us, Dave MacArthur was ejected in the first period. A major misconduct. And on that ensuing penalty kill, shorthanded, Michael Pignot was able to make the Lakers pay. Jake Quinn heavily into the boards. Merrick watches it on his stick side. Still battling for it. And into the feet of an Abington forward. That one will fly all the way down. And it's Connor Buckley who that got tied up in. Lakers now trying to come out of their own zone. Nice one step by J.D. Henley. Over the blue line he comes. Henley, center slot. Taken out by the Wave. Those forecheckers not having any of it. Kevin Cashman and the rest of his line will peel off for an on-the-fly change. Coach Whitford calling for it. His players responding. Evan St. Martin eats a hit to complete the play. The puck ends up back in their possession. Center ice. Michael Pignot, the lone goal scorer so far. Connects to Kyle. Back to Michael. Polito in the fray as well. St. Martin. But a very motivated Sampson in tight. Merrick, but he scores! Gavin Sampson, and we're tied. At 12:31 of the second period, we have a tie ball game. We'll wait to find out who the Apples are going to, but we do know Sampson had just tied it up, moving right through the slot, and he grooved all the way past Merrick. And there you have it, Gavin Sampson, Evan St. Martin, and music still rolling here in the middle of the game. Over the line, here comes the Green Wave, fires a wrist shot in. That one all the way around the horn. It'll be collected back by Buchagras. Left for Michael Pignot, puts a shot on net. Nicely stopped by Bond. Second shot of the second period and a tie game. Coming away with it now. One touch, Sam Daly over the blue line. Kelleher can't hold on to it. Putting on the Jets as he always does. For Abington is Michael Pignot. He's got Jake Quinn with him. On defense, Kyle Pignot and Aiden Powers helping out. That might be Ryan Tobin. Tough to tell with the jersey tuck. That is Tobin. D to D. Tobin sends it right back to Kyle. And over the line, throwing on the Jets. Far side, trying to find a center lane. Can't get it though. Letting it go. Jake Quinn right back. Lets a wrist shot go. That one up high and wide off the glass. Stays in play. Will Cronin slams on the brakes. Trying to exit his zone. Does a pretty good job until he hits the brick wall. made of green wave forecheckers. Self pass off the wall, Oliver. Can't handle it. Nate LaPlante Johnson works it in, lets it go, he scores! No, he does not, right by. Looked like it squeaked under the pad, but it looks like it went 5-hole on Merrick and right out the other side. Huge collision in the corner, catching all of that one. Kevin Cashman dishing and dealing. Out front, Bond makes a nice save, trying to hop the play right back in as Abington will get a wholesale change. 10 minutes to go, second period action. Jake Generazzo, the senior, feeds it forward, connects with Bounar. Bounar can't handle it cleanly at the line. Oliver will help him out. Sent right back down, Buchagras now. Self passes it off the board, St. Martin collects. Delayed offside, some more rough stuff. That's Bounar and Oliver making sure their presence is known. Face off just outside Abington territory, handled back by Polito. Polito sends it forward for Evan St. Martin. The freshman's got some wheels out there, he can make things happen. J.D. Henley now. Heavily into the boards. Henley been very physically involved in this game thus far here today. Trying to hold it in, but he cannot. Generazzo. He'll leave it back to his defense. Stretch pass off the stick of Sampson. The lone goal scorer here for Silver Lake. Polito backhanded off the boards to his partner, Mark Cashman, the senior. That one will go all the way out, no icing. Silver Lake will regroup. Polito chops it right out of midair. Michael Pignot. Drift back top of the circle. Watch that as the Lakers just try to get it out of the zone. Off the referee, unfortunately. Still with possession, though. Not for long as they come over the line. Here comes Brett Evans, the junior for Silver Lake. And in deep, Generazzo. Wheels to the perimeter of the circle. Drifts to the center lane. Fires it off the boards. Caden Delnicus, the senior, patrolling the D-line. That one fired all the way back in, and back to retrieve it is Pignot. Nice move to get around the defense, but can't get around Dilly. Down low below the goal line. Merrick watches it to his right. Perimeter of the circle, at the hash mark. This is not a power play. This is a full 5-on-5. All the way down, far side. Abington trying to come away with it. It's tied up along the boards. Far side, nobody home at the D-line. And Bond will come out and fire it all the way back down. Stretch pass, in comes Deli all alone. Merrick makes a huge stop. Point blank, all by his lonesome. Here's another opportunity for Savici. All the way down low, near sideboards. Referee will step over that. Kevin Cashman throws the body. Pile of players chop away for it. Drifting into the circle. Cross ice, connects with Cronin. Tries to let it go, puck stays to the perimeter. Ben Cronin, the senior, will have to dig it out of the referee's feet. Kyle Pignot. And Silver Lake still with possession to Merrick's left. Cross ice, nicely handled. Lots of passing in this one. Jake Quinn, 6:25 already here in the second period remaining. Connor Buckley, roughed off the puck. Ben Cronin steps around one. Wrist shot in and a can of corn. Handled nicely by Merrick. Huge stop just a moment ago. Spencer Merrick all on his lonesome. Sam Dilly chimed in and had a wonderful opportunity, but no dice.
You have been stoned.
That's it. Stoned by the tender.
Yes, fantastic save.
Face-off's going to be coming to the right of Spencer Merrick. He'll watch that one wheel all the way around. John Polito just outside of Michael Pignot's stick. Can't quite collect that. But putting on the Jets and trying again. Here is Michael. Gets tangled up in all three forwards for Silver Lake. Dropping to a knee. Mark Cashman putting his body on the line. Polito lets it fly, looking down right side. Can't quite connect though. Still in the attacking territory. Oh, what a one-time effort. Michael Pignot was just a half a hair behind it. Does not connect. That one just barely off the glass will stay in play, but it will go all the way down the river for an icing call. 5:29 here in the second period. Lots of action, and folks, if you like the kind of hockey that shows bodies banging, shots being taken, and no prisoners, you're in the right place here in the Abington Cam Network.
Absolutely.
Shades of Rocky being played over the PA. Face-off will be to the left of Peter Bond. Referee adds a little bit of drama to this one, holds the puck. And away they go off to the races once again. Skating that one over, Gavin Sampson. Henley has his pocket picked. In over the line, Michael Pignot, what a shot! And a nice save made by Bond. 4 shots to 3 so far in the second period in favor of the Lakers. But trying to make something happen. Here's Polito and Pignot. St. Martin with them. Having a trail is Buchagras. Does a great job of keeping it in. Under 5 to go here, second period. St. Martin in deep. Can't quite hold the line though. Mark Cashman does everything he can. Right back in they go. And Abington right back to work. And Silver Lake making something happen. Here comes Generazzo, gets through. Merrick doesn't make didn't have to make the stop. That bounced off of somebody out front. No harm, no foul. Right back at it though, Sampson. Lone goal scorer will wheel it around for Silver Lake. Trying to get his team a lead for the first time tonight. Generazzo handles it, delayed offside. They'll fire that in. 4:05 to go as they regroup behind their net. Silver Lake, forward. Over the line they go. There's Brett Evans, the junior. Pitched it, Henley to give chase. Abington all over that though, as Henley absolutely finished that check on Kevin Cashman. And Merrick bails the team out with another timely save. 5-3 now, shots in favor of Silver Lake. Faceoff's going to be to his left. Spencer Merrick will watch that one. Savici behind the net. No look pass. And almost a dangerous situation, but nicely handled. Connor Buckley giving chase. Jake Quinn behind his own net. Backhand pass to Kevin Cashman. Coming away with it though, Savici can't get a shot away. It's sticked away by Abington. Layers, layers, layers. Coach Woodford preaches it and the boys listen. And those layers and defensive situations have paid off for them so far tonight. Hemmed into their own territory. Silver Lake drifting, shot. Hit a body out front and doesn't make it to Merrick. Dunphy. And a dangerous pass picked off by Kevin Cashman. Can't do anything with it, however, as all over that are the Lakers. Dunphy over the line, lets it go. Blocker save, you heard it loud as can be. Another one, and that one will skitter up high into the netting. Lakers have been very aggressive in this second period, knowing full well that they've got to get an early shot if they have any hope of keeping Abington in a low-scoring situation. course, 35 goals on the season for the Green Wave thus far. No easy task. So far, they've done a great job. Mark Cashman will get this play started at his own blue line, over it, and will shovel it into the waiting hands of the Lakers. 2:10 to go here in the second period. John Polito looking for Pignot. Michael Pignot, that is. Sorry about that. You got to watch and see which one it is. You never know who's going to pop up first. Polito back to Buchagras. He'll regroup in his own territory. Off the boards, Michael Pignot will take that. Being introduced to the boards by Jack Oliver. And that one, a nice block shot. And referee making the signal. Who's it going to be? Power play coming up for, it looks like, Abington. Indeed it will be. Jason Bunar having himself a sit. And once again, late in the period, Abington with a second opportunity of the evening. That's the voice of Kevin Tachi. I believe our friend Peter Tolan said that was a hook. I couldn't hear the call exact, but that's okay, it doesn't matter. 2 minutes is 2 minutes, well, I guess $1.30 is $1.30. In deep in Abington territory, Silver Lake drifting into the circle, center slot, in between the two hash marks. Here we go, here's a play starting. Mark Cashman bounces off one, picks and rolls off another. All the way back in, Merrick will put that behind the net and leave it off for the forwards. Trying to get something going here, getting a formation flying. Here comes Polito, seems like he's been out there the entire game. Only requires a couple of seconds of rest before he's good to go, apparently. Ryan Tobin will skate that all the way back as the Silver Lake sends it that way. Cross ice and sauced. With 35 seconds, they'll have to get another opportunity here. 48 to go in the power play. Michael Pignot coming out of his own zone. Jack Oliver giving him everything he can handle. One touch and a dipsy doodle. Handled by Polito at the 50-yard line. That one will be handled by Evan St. Martin. Tobin hops off. And Buchagras hops on. 5 seconds to go. Nice play to keep the puck in Abington possession. But they'll fall short. And we will end the second period with 16 seconds remaining in the power play in a 1-1 tied ball game. When we come back, second period breakdown, third period action here on the Abington Cam Network. Welcome back, Abington Cam Network. Third period getting set to be underway here at Rockland Ice Arena. Always a great place to catch a hockey game, and an even better place to catch an Abington Green Wave game. Benny Rabbi here on the call alongside Kevin Tachi on video production and color commentary when applicable. So we appreciate having you here, and thank you for having me here. Right back at you.
We try to make sure that we provide our residents and the folks, the parents who cannot be at the games, to give them the best that we can in these difficult times during the pandemic. So
Absolutely.
Yourself, Matt Nelson, as well as our student interns who've done, Joe Beaver, Aaron Johnson, Matt Lyons, just to name a few, Derek Terrell, all playing a role in doing our sports. My thought on the second period,
yes,
very interesting to see the Lakers basically, they spent their amount of time in the offensive zone. I think that Abington they got to pick it up a notch. If it wasn't for Merrick's pads, whether it was his blocker saves, he made a couple of outstanding saves in that second period, and I think that's the difference in the game right now.
It absolutely is. You couldn't have said it any better, Kevin. Thank you for that. 14-9 shots on goal in favor of Silver Lake after 2. And a little side note, I want to give a shout out. Don't forget, folks, high school hockey, yes, it's about the kids, but it does not happen without the parents. And what we just saw here, real quick, I want to touch on this, Mr. and Mrs. Pignot. Well, Michael came right up and said, my skates have been cut. So real quick, in under 15 minutes, both his parents got both skates laced up from scratch as a near shot comes off of that one. And Michael Pignot out there right now sporting a brand new set of laces, compliments of mom and dad. So I want to give that shout out where credit is due. We might have to make mom and dad second and third star. I agree. This one now rocking and rolling. Apparently we're in the fourth period according to the scoreboard, but we all know it's the third.
We'll have to fix that.
Oh, it's all in good fun. Mark Cashman will handle that one. D to D, right back to him. Cashman now over the blue line. Through a couple of layers, but not too long. Brett Evans send that right back down. Merrick will continue the play. Evans St. Martin sidesteps the hit from Evans. Trying to work it out. Abington skating from left to right across your screen for this third period in a 1-1 ball game. And there's the 15th shot on net for Silver Lake. Again, if you're just joining us, Michael Pignot scored early in this one during a 5-minute major shorthanded goal. And then in the second period, number 17, Gavin Sampson, the junior for Silver Lake, would equal it. And that is where we stand, 1-1 after 2. Working their way out of the zone, but Abington trying to maintain control of the puck. It'll just kind of bounce back and forth a couple times, and the referee whistles it down, 13-39.
Quick note, if anybody has missed any of the games throughout the season, they are on YouTube. We do our best to make sure that we put them up for the parents, grandparents, anybody who can't attend the games. Also, if you want to watch them on local cable, abingtoncam.tv for dates and times.
Wonderful. Always here for the people. Abington Green Wave action, of course, in high demand, and rightfully so. Coach Woodford got these kids all riled up, and they are just off to the races. Kevin Cashman in deep, far side along the boards. Takes a bump, but keeps the play. That one into the glove of Peter Bond. Gotta say, too, during the intermission, I couldn't help but notice a lot of players on the Silver Lake. The lettuce is a-flowing, especially on their goaltender, Peter Bond. That kid's got at least 3 heads of hair and under a goalie helmet.
You and I would pay a hefty sum to get some of that, wouldn't we?
So true, we really would.
Yes, it doesn't grow like it used to.
It really doesn't, so enjoy it while you got it, my friend. Back to the action here, Kyle Pignot out there. Wheeling and dealing to Michael Pignot. Cross-eye sauce, can't connect with Polito. That one will go for icing. 3 minutes past 7 o'clock here, Eastern Standard Time. 12:40 to go in regulation. Again, as the season draws to its final couple of games, we also want to give thanks to the South Shore Eagles. That last senior night was a wonderful donation of all the cardboard cutouts of the family, the friends, and everybody. It was a donated gift by the South Shore Eagles on behalf of the Rockland Bulldogs and the Abington Green Wave. And we're very just appreciative of that. I want to give a shout out to the president of South Shore Eagles, Dave Kane. Did a great job helping coordinate that. Credit where credit is due. Face off to the left of Merrick. Won by the Green Wave. Far side boards down in the corner. Trying to avoid having to muck it up. Nice stick by Savici. In on Merrick. That one will bounce. A lively puck. And as they say, close but no cigar. Merrick's got it covered. 12:16 to go in regulation, and Silver Lake will switch it up Get some fresh forwards out there. Back on defense for them right now. Savici and Cronin. That's Will Cronin. Abington, St. Martin over the blue line. Not as cleanly as they would have liked, though, and Silver Lake all over them, still looking for their first regulation win of the season. All the way back down for another icing call. It's about just as many in the last few moments. The face-off will come to Merrick's right. Leaning in, Gavin Sampson. And he was against Connor Buckley. Buckley wins the better of that face-off. Cross ice, looking for 22. It's Aiden Powers, the sophomore. That one will rocket up high off a stick and into the netting. Face-off will stay in the attacking zone, though. Coach Woodford, switch it up. Some fresh legs out there for everybody. Wholesale change. Michael Pignot in on the face-off. Polito with him. Looks like Evan St. Martin as well. Out of the blue line it comes, and off to the races. 2-0, Merrick up top, and he gets just enough of it to keep it out. Not sure if it went wide or he got a piece off the glove. Either way, no goal. Coming away now, Henley out front, blocked nicely. Merrick will watch that to his glove side, from right to left. Another nice move. Gavin Sampson tries to get it around, but he cannot connect. Bond out to play it. He'll stop the puck and leave it for his defense. Just under 11 minutes to go. Working his way through. Generazzo in tight. That one off a shin pad out front. That was off of Kyle Pignot. Now over to Michael. Sporting those freshly laced skates we were talking about. And a big collision. Ryan Tobin pops right back up. Silver Lake gets back on side. 10:30. Working his way out of the zone. Forward to Powers. Can't connect cleanly, though. Right back into the defensive zone for Abington. Off the boards. Powers will hold it. Center slot. And that one tipped by Kevin Cashman. Slams on the brakes, but in deep forward is Connor Buckley. Throws the stick at the attacking player. Powers pinches off the line, holds it nicely. Here comes Powers. Powers below the goal line. Can't get it out front nicely. No one to receive the pass. Couple of bodies, couple of opportunities, but nothing doing. Powers holds it alive again. Buckley taken out of the play with a hit. Woodford calling for a change, and they will get it. Puck in on the paddle for Merrick. Thought about playing it on, but eventually will end up covering it. 9:33 to go here in regulation. Silver Lake definitely has had the advantage in momentum here in this third period, not letting the foot off the gas. Yeah, Abington done a great job of matching.
Yeah, well, Abington needs to spend more time in front of Silver Lake's goaltender.
Peter Bond has been pretty good looking through all the traffic that has been put in front of him thus far. But we all know the Green Waves game plan, whatever they got to do to win, and they will find a way. Cross ice, can't connect Bounar. Will Cronin, and that one rockets up into the netting. Much slower paced third period compared to the second.
And just a quick note, we are actually now in the third period.
There it is. The scoreboard has been corrected.
I was worried if we were going to go into a fifth period at this rate.
Wouldn't be surprising, and hey, who doesn't like some free hockey, right?
Yep.
Off the face-off, Cameron Savici, the senior. He'll rifle that all the way around the boards. Picked up by Polito. In deep, Henley. battling against Mark Cashman. Cashman squeaks that one up high into the netting once again. Puck will actually leave the playing field. A little crowd help, gets it right back. 8:47, tight game so far.
I believe at the beginning of the game, you actually gave the records of Silver Lake, and I believe you said they're 0-8.
0-8-0, according to all the information I could find.
They do not play as a team that has not a victory under its belt.
This is very true. See what happens in the remainder of this one as they collide a couple of forwards out front. That's 12 and 21, Henley and Brett Evans. Abington just trying to get out of their zone. Center ice, nicely handled. Jake Quinn, right side over the blue line. Trying to float down to the hash marks. Quinn will do battle against Caden Delnickus. Ryan Tobin holding the blue line. Out front, centering pass. Too many layers though, Silver Lake doing a really good job defensively, making sure of it. Kevin Cashman now giving chase, being guided into the boards, but nothing doing. Out front, they score! Jake Quinn on the backhand! A wonderful feed.
I believe you were saying it earlier, they were going to win any way they could.
Any way they can and will.
And they're heading in that direction right now.
Now, it might have been Connor Buckley, he was first back, but I'm pretty sure I saw Ryan Tobin. Sorry, Jake Quinn, number 5. We'll see what the PA says. I'm going to go ahead and stick with what my eyes told me. 7:52. I was right, number 5, Jake Quinn with the goal on the backhand. Third period home, and they find themselves up 2-1. Puck is rifled all the way back in and deep, and that will go for an icing. Faceoff's going to come to the right of Peterbon. And nicely taken by Michael Pignot. Out of the zone it comes though. Clean hit. Polito throwing the body around. Long drive kept in from the blue line, sent in wide intentionally, hoping someone will pick it up. Unfortunately, nobody there for Silver Lake. Let's it go, they score! Right back, it's Jason Bounar! Walked in, took the one time, lets it fly, and number 19, seconds later. Literally about 11 seconds of gameplay later. And we are tied.
With just under 7 minutes left to go in the period.
A wild turn of events in a low-scoring game thus far. Neither team wants to be the last one. Collision there at center ice. Right back at it. Merrick will watch it from right to left. A whole new feeling to this game now. Michael Pignot working his way in. Center ice. Down low at the bottom of the hash mark. Can't handle it though. Kyle Pignot out there with him. Nice stretch pass. Connects cleanly with Quinn. Oops, sorry, that's Michael out there. Once again, Quinn out there in support. Right down below the goal line. Into the waiting hands of a Silver Lake forward. Zach Buchagras can't get it out cleanly, but he'll stick check the second attempt and keep that on the up and up. Nicely sticked away by John Polito, senior captain. Held goalless here thus far. 5:50 to go in regulation. Buchagras now. Far side on the wall. Lakers have it. Drifting toward the center. Merrick will watch it. They get a couple of whiffs at it, but nothing doing. 5:37, he'll hold on. Folks, want to give a special shout out to the boosters of the Abington Green Wave, the friends and family that make these games so special. We all know it's behind the scenes that make the team, and we want to give thanks where thanks are due. Whoa, and a big hit there. Getting all that one was Nate Johnson, sending Aiden Powers' stick flying toward the roof. He'll collect it right back. Down low. Merrick out front. Oh, and a one-time opportunity. Couldn't get enough on it, but a scary looking shot nonetheless. Connor Buckley forward. Kevin Cashman. Silver Lake with the puck though. Sauce pass all the way up D to D, but on the opposition. Aiden Powers now. Generazzo blowing a tire. Savici regains himself though. Aiden Powers holds the line. Puck will squeak free, can't hold it though. And now off to the races, 2-on-1 if they hurry. Here comes Generazzo in, and he's wide. No shot on net. Under 5. 4:35 to be exact. Tempo picking up in this one. Silver Lake below the goal line. Floats to the hash mark, near circle. It's Jack Oliver. Lets it fly. That one careens off a couple of items. Maybe even some bodies. In tight, trying to make it happen, and right back to the waiting D. Sends it up high, amps up off the stick, and harmlessly to the corner. Nate Johnson will play it, but Abington will clear it all the way down the river.
Icing.
And that will be an icing. 4:03-2-2. What a tight game. These two teams trading goals. Number 19, Jason Bounar for Silver Lake. And of course, Jake Quinn, number 5, on a beauty of a backhand just before that. And that is how we've got the 2-2. Face off to the right of Merrick, handled nicely off the draw by Abington. Burying his hit is Kyle Pino. Can't connect with anybody. That pass just goes errantly outside of the zone. Aiden Dunphy over the 50-yard line. Working his way in. Here comes Sampson. Handled to the corner, kept to the perimeter. Dunphy will hold it, D to D. Center ice. Can't connect on a great opportunity, but Henley just couldn't handle it. Abington picks the pocket. That's Polito. Backhand pass down to Pignot. Michael over the blue line. Slams on the brakes. And nicely handled Evan St. Martin, though, and we are going to have a tripping call. And I believe it's going to be against the Green Wave. St. Martin looks like he knows what he did, and he will head to the bin. 3:14.
Tough time for that to happen.
Really tough time for that to happen. Second power play opportunity of the night for the Lakers. Coach Woodford does not look happy about that penalty, but what can you do? Sometimes the game just moves. Draw is going to be in Abington territory. To the right of Spencer Merrick. Sophomore goaltender stood on his head thus far tonight, facing a barrage of Silver Lake attempts. And we're going to have a timeout here. Silver Lake head coach Dan Scott calls the timeout. Wants to put a plan in place. Let the boys be on the same page on this one.
So if you're Abington, what are you doing? You were able to kill off a 5-minute major in the first period. What do you do now?
That's exactly it. It's certainly not a major. It's a lot shorter this time around, but the Lakers did not need a long time to score that second goal. And even though it was an even strength goal, it sure looked like a power play.
Sure. And both of these teams, for the past 5 minutes, been up and down the ice, and it's been great to watch. Let's see what happens with this next 2 minutes.
The words high octane come to mind, and that's exactly what you would think would be synonymous with these Abington Green Wave players. I want to give a second to honor the seniors as well. There's a whole bunch on this team. Thomas Boyle, Matt Morrell, Connor Buckley, of course, Brendan Grafton, Dave MacArthur, Mark Cashman, Ryan Donaco, John Polito. If I missed anybody, I do apologize. I believe that's all the seniors on this Abington crew. And they will have to kill a power play. Lakers sending out a full complement. Off the faceoff, Nate Johnson wins that one. Dunphy, left side, D to D. Back over to Dunphy. Down low to the hash mark. Near side circle, back to Dunphy. Trying to get Abington moving. Dunphy connects with a cross ice, far side. Letting it fly, Generazzo. Top of the circle, far side. He'll swap out with the D. Back down to Dunphy. Near side circle, center slot, mid hash mark, and out of the, way out of the reach of Sam Dilly.
I think you get the net off the moorings.
.238 to go, buck 24 in the power play, coming down to the wire. Coming away, Mark Cashman. Getting all of that one and cleaning the zone out. Polito, air passes and sauces it to himself. Peter Bond forced to make some kind of stop, just get the paddle on it and hold it for the next line. Nate Johnson in deep, doing battle against Mark Cashman. Merrick will wash it to his left side. Back down to the D, Generazzo, Dunphy. Squeaks one through, that one wide, nobody watching. 45 left in the power play. 2 minutes left in regulation. Cross ice, that one looked promising, nothing doing. Merrick, right side, halfway down in the butterfly. Trying to connect with Dunphy, but that one intercepted, and now we're making something happen. Is Abington. Polito seems like he's played the entire game out there. And with that kind of poise, I don't blame him. Over the line though, here comes Aiden Dunphy. Pushed around, lots of layers, nothing doing. 10 seconds left in the power play. Lets it fly, that one amps up off of Merrick's stick for, and a high stick, I believe it's called. Nope, the net came off the moorings again. Not exactly what you want to see, but hey, that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. Four seconds remaining in that power play, effectively killed off. A buck 18, so it is officially game-winning time. Merrick will watch this face-off into Mark Cashman's waiting hands. Penalty over, back to full strength. Both teams having no luck on the power play tonight. And that one fired by Cameron Savici. That one goes wide, 1 minute remaining. Handled by Henley. Far side boards. Here comes Abington if they hurry, a 3-on-2. Evan St. Martin. He's got Polito. Polito, cross ice, nicely picked all the way off, and that one off of a body out front. Bond all spread out like Tim Thomas, but he comes up with it. Crazy sequence, but somehow Bond holds the line with 41 seconds to go in a tie game.
Timeout on the ice.
Coach Woodford wants his team on the same page, and he will get it. Calls the boys over. This timeout brought to you by the boosters and friends of the Abington Cam Network, proud supporters of the Abington Green Wave, and all things Abington. Doesn't matter if it's hockey or something else. You can catch all the action right here locally in your hometown's backyard.
Worth noting that Abington coming off a 3-3 tie against the Norwell Clippers. So let's hope that they can get another goal in the next 41 seconds.
Those ties, man, I tell you, sometimes they're pretty tough to take. A tie can oftentimes feel worse than a loss. But you know what? These two teams are pretty motivated. Yep. We'll see what happens. great goaltender duel in this one.
Oh,
Peter Bond and Spencer Merrick.
Fantastic work between the pipes. A few moments there where it looked as though you had breakaways, and each goaltender was able to cut down the angle and turn aside the shots.
Fine job of that they did. Face off to the right of Bond. 38 seconds. Both coaches have their top tier elite level players out there. No joke, here comes Polito. Lets it fly. Bond makes another pad stop. 25 seconds. They gotta hurry if they want to make something happen. Michael Pignot, St. Martin scores on the backhand! Evan St. Martin on a beautiful feed from Michael Pignot! The freshman with 19 seconds! No mistake made, and Bond knew he was beat the second that rebound left his pad. Evan St. Martin with 19 seconds left in regulation. And a near draw, Merrick holds the line, 10 seconds to go. Fires it forward, can the Silver Lake tie it? 5 seconds to go. Held in at the blue line, 2-1, that will do it. The Abington Green Wave win a shocker in the final 19 seconds in front of their hometown fans here at Rockland Ice Arena. Oh goodness. Kevin, what a game we were just privileged to view.
It has been a thriller from the start. A lot of opportunities. Again, no shame on Bond's part
at all. And stick taps all around.
You know, for a squad that is now 0-9, kudos to them, as you know what, they were in it to the last second.
Indeed, Abington will improve to 5-1-2. Silver Lake will fall to 0-9-0. But a wonderful effort put forward in this game. Came down to the final 19 seconds.
Nifty backhand, nifty.
A real nifty backhand shot. Unfortunately not going the way of the Lakers tonight, but the Abington Green Wave behind their goaltender, the sophomore sensation, Spencer Merrick. And by all means, he was under siege for the majority of this game, Kevin.
He was.
And he came up on his head for not only his team, but for Coach Woodford as well. And I can guarantee you one thing, there will be a filet mignon waiting for our friend as soon as he gets home tonight.
Well, this is the time of the game where we pick 3 stars. Ben, who is your number 3 star?
My goodness, so many great options. I gotta say, 3rd star tonight, despite the loss, goaltender Peter Bond stood on his head here for the majority of this game, and only in the last few seconds did it go south, unfortunately.
Yep.
Star number 2, I gotta give it to the parents Pignot. I mean, like I said, they relaced both skates in under 10 minutes.
Yep.
During that second intermission. Michael Pignot, of course, would go out there and be instrumental in our first star of the game's performance, and that is going to go Evan St. Martin with the game-winning goal, 19.6 seconds on a beautiful feed from Michael Pignot. And again, Kevin, as you just saw here with us, as soon as that first rebound came loose, Bond knew exactly what was about to happen, and Evan St. Martin made absolutely no mistake.
And if we can do an honorable mention, let's not forget Abington's netminder.
Absolutely. I was just going to say thank you for prompting that. Spencer Merrick, of course, under siege for the majority of this game. And unbelievable effort. I'm so glad that they were able to come out with the win tonight. The boys really needed it, and you saw it as soon as that final horn went. The jubilation as they met Spencer Merrick at his crease. It's just going to be a great ride home tonight for the Abington Green Wave. They came through, and the Waves came crashing for the Silver Lake Lakers.
Absolutely. Again, a great win and a great way to get ready to go into the tournament.
That's right. That is correct. And folks, stay tuned. We're going to have the details for you on that as soon as they are available. And do not think about missing even an iota of action You can catch it all here on Abington Cam. You can go right to the website, abingtoncam.tv. There it is. And folks, we want to thank you very much for joining us here tonight from the Rockland Ice Arena on behalf of Abington Cam, my partner Kevin Tachi. I'm Benny Rabbi. It's been a real pleasure to be with you here tonight. Final score, once again, for... I'm drawing a blank all of a sudden. I've already got my notes here to go. Well, either which way, the Abington Green Wave have got it. I got so many numbers in front of me, Kevin. They won this one in regulation. What a beauty of a game. And that's going to do it for us here tonight.
3-2 victory.
Thank you very much. My goodness, I'm looking at too many numbers. 3-2 victory, Abington Green Wave. Thank you for the help on that, Kevin. And folks, have a great night. Stay safe, stay warm, and a happy Valentine's Day to everybody out there celebrating.